one of the first things I want to talk about is, Utah and Salt Lake has started to become a really hotbed for entrepreneurship. Can you talk about what role banks like Zions Bank could play in making entrepreneurs successful?
Sure. Banks play a really integral part in helping entrepreneurs develop their business. Most people think of banks as only where you go to get cash or a loan to set up a business. But the really smart entrepreneurs come to a bank early, and they set up their accounts, and they use the bank to process their checks, to help them manage their funds. But they also use the bank to get information on how to set up a business, what's the best legal structure for the business, how to develop a marketing plan, how to develop a plan for obtaining financing. And usually when you look at financing, the bank can sort of take you through the steps. As an entrepreneur starts up, they usually start financing it with their own funds, their savings, their bank card. Then they move out to an extended family or friend group, and then they go into the angel group. And then at that point, they could start getting bank funding that's based on their angel financing or VC, and then they get bank financing at the end. And those are the steps. And people who try to jump in at the beginning and say, we want the bank to finance this venture, but we don't have any operating history, we don't have any collateral, we're not sure it's going to work. That doesn't work for a bank because the bank isn't taking an equity interest in it. So if the company goes big, we don't get an equity return. We just get an interest rate. And so we come in the normal chain of events, but the bank, if you talk with them early, the bank can help you work through that.
Awesome, excellent. So you've spent a number of years in San Francisco and Tokyo and other big cities. From being in those cities and then now working here in Utah, what makes Utah a great place for entrepreneurs and for technology business?
Okay. I think in the places that I've been and what I've seen around the country and around the world, Utah is a remarkable place for entrepreneurism. I'm not quite sure why that is. But if you look at the statistics, Utah has more small business startups as a percent than any other state in the country. It has more women-owned business than any other state in the country. And I think people here are willing to take a chance. I think they think creatively. I think they have large families, and so they are looking, how can I do this to create a business that will allow me to be at home but still make the money that I need to live on. And I think the environment here has been good to sponsor small businesses and to sponsor entrepreneurism. We have a strong angel group, but we have a strong group like Grow Utah Ventures that provides training for entrepreneurs. And we have commercialization offices in the various universities. We have USTAR that provides financing for research and then assistance to help take that research, commercialize it into a business that then creates jobs. And so we have a good environment. There's lots of support here, and we have a people that are really interested in trying something new.
Awesome. How much of your time at Zions do you guys spend on small businesses and startups versus other banking transactions?
Well, at Zions, small business makes up about a third of our loan portfolio. And in fact, if you look at small business lending, and this I think really surprises most people, we are about, as a corporation, 20 times or 25 times smaller than the large national banks. So they're 25 times bigger than we are. But we are the largest SBA 504 lender in the country. We're the 7th largest 7A SBA lender in the country. And if you look at small business loans, all types, from credit card loans to receivable loans, from $100,000 to $1 million, which is sort of the definition of a small business loan, we are the 4th largest overall small business lender in the country. So we really go after this business. We think we know how to do it. We think we have products and services that fit well with them. And we certainly have officers that understand small business and can talk the talk. They can help the small business structure a financing package and provide them with information that allows them to be successful.
So why have you chosen to focus so much of your business on small businesses? What value does that add for you guys?
Well, we focus on small business for a lot of reasons. One is the lifeblood of this economy. Most jobs are created by small businesses. Small businesses contribute most to the national GPA and to our state. 90% of the businesses in Utah are small businesses, so it's critical to our economy. I think the other thing is that small businesses grow into large businesses. So if you look at a company like Omniture, I mean, it started out small. It got an SBA loan, and then it sold for billions of dollars. You look at HP, that started in a garage. You know, it got a loan, and now it's one of the largest IT companies in the world. So small business